I did not think he was going to say that last week. Y'all let me know if y'all thought Solo Sikoa was going to actually bring in Jacob Fatu last week. Because I thought they was probably going to wait till like pay-per-view and then bring him. But, hey, he's here. They were taking it to the bloodline, and then I did hear that potentially tonight we could be seeing The Rock potentially return, and not only top of that, I think we'll probably be getting Jimmy Uso returning as well. So we could be potentially getting two returns, maybe potentially if they. I don't know if they're gonna have Roman coming back. I think they might just want to save Roman and then just have him come back at SummerSlam with Sika recently passing away, RIP. I think they're probably gonna wait till SummerSlam and then bring him back. That'd be cool. SummerSlam just seems to be the great time, the perfect time to bring him back, and then you just build um, him up after that. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I like what they did last week because they just had like Tama and Tango pretty much just terrified, almost like they didn't. Um, But y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm just making sure everything is pretty much set up and everything. Because they just had. What's good, J Dog? What's good, Eric? What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm not ready for another 40-minute Bloodline segment. Me either. I mean, J Dog. They. It's apparently somebody that was a fan that was in New York. They took a picture of The Rock, and he was at a gym that's right near where Smackdown is tonight. Why does he have the gloves on? Because he's channeling his inner weekend or weekday pretty much thing. So they're pretty much having him do that. They said CM Punk starting the show. Nah, they're not gonna have CM Punk come back. CM Punk is not coming back until. Oh no! Oh no! Punk. Oh, Punk ain't there, but Cody, Kevin, and Randy, they about to stand on business. They for to stand on business. It's for. Hey yo, this is getting interesting. This is interesting. Jada's. That was. I mean, I will say they're probably Punk is not gonna come back to Money in the Bank. Hey, wait. Where is Jacob? That might be the determining factor here, cause I didn't see Jacob. Punk is there. I don't know if he's there. If he's there, hey, all props to him for making a speedy recovery. Yeah, it's just me tonight, Jadis. I'm flying solo dolo. This is what it is. I've been making the promises to try to stream a lot more, and I actually have time to, so I want to stream tonight. I'm thinking about streaming Raw, but I will keep you guys updated as far as that goes. Jay, when do you think Drew wins the title? I do not know when Drew's gonna win that championship. He's involved in this Punk feud. I said maybe once this Punk feud ends, maybe. They said he's gonna come out there to see if he's cleared. Oh, that Swanton! I don't know what it is, but Kevin loves doing the Swanton. He just loves doing the Swanton. He loves doing that Swanton because he. Last time I remember him doing that was like a Payback or something like that. Not you got these security guards come out there. The damage has already been done. There's no need for them to come out at this point. I'm telling y'all now, what started the show last week? Punk. Punk started the show last week. Punk started the show, and then, yeah. But it seems like it's gonna be a good night. I think we got 3 Money in the Bank qualifying matches. Y'all let me know, who do you guys have winning the Money in the Bank qualifying matches tonight? I love Solo Leo because he can answer questions. Yeah, not you throwing shade. Kevin has to be the unofficial brother. I can see that, yeah. But yeah, I do think Roman does come back at SummerSlam because they're probably going to set things up for War Games. Then hear about Murray to the Pelicans. I did see that. I did. I've been trying to keep up with a lot of the things that's been going on in the NBA as much as I have been doing for wrestling. But I did see that. I did see recently they traded. Not this is not with the Pelicans, but they traded Alex Caruso from the Bulls to the OKC Thunder in exchange for Josh Giddey. Now I don't know how I feel about that because Josh Giddey really wasn't doing anything on OKC Thunder, and pretty much, if we're being honest, Alex Caruso was a great shooter, and they're pretty much giving him to OKC Thunder. And plus I think the Knicks just picked up Michael Bridges, so that's a great pickup for them as well. Bronny to the Lakers. I didn't see all of the drop, but I did see the Bronny James stuff for sure. Him being 55 overall. I did not see him being 55. In all honesty, I thought they were probably gonna have him be drafted earlier. Now I didn't see him getting drafted like top 10 or anything, but I could have seen him getting drafted in like the top 20 or something like that. Him going like pick number 18 or 19 or something. But I do think the NBA season, when they do start back, is going to be interesting just because of the different trades that they're trying to make. The Thunder is going to be a team that I'm going to be definitely looking out for. Even though they're not my team, but they're still going to be a team that I'm going to be looking forward to see. I think OKC is one more piece away from contenders. Absolutely. I mean, they were already kind of contenders anyway, if you want to be honest, just because they did make it far in the playoffs. And, with them adding someone like Alex Caruso, who can be a good on defense and a good offensive player as well. So I think he could be a great piece to the puzzle for sure. I think, but like you said, I do think they're missing like one more piece to really solidify them as contenders and potentially champions in the near future. Because I can see them having a title win in the future. A lot of these teams that we look at, like honestly, they're not even really bad teams. They're just missing one piece of the puzzle. Is Trae Young out of there? Not yet. I don't think. I think Trae Young. He's still debating what to want to do, but he does want out of Atlanta. So I will say that. But I think Trae Young needs to leave because Trae Young is having his talents wasted on a team that's really not. Well, I mean, they're using him, but they can really do more. He's not gonna get to where he wants. Okay, I'm gonna add a rule so it doesn't seem like I'm asking about basketball. I'll talk about basketball and commercial breaks. It's all good, Jadis. I mean, this is an open forum. I'm open to answering your wrestling questions, sports questions, whatever the case may be. Oh, the security guard is getting RKO'd. See, I told you. These security guards had no use to be out here. Now they're just getting pummeled. They did come for a fight. And unfortunately, the security guards got in the wrong place at the wrong time. taking them out one by one. One stunner at a time, one RKO at a time, and a crossroads at a time. Everybody's getting it. Nick Aldis, he said, I had enough. It's pretty much, yeah, this is pretty much a 2K fest right here. Just spamming finishers. Uh-oh. What they gotta say? What you gotta say, Randy? What you gotta say, Kevin? What you gotta say, Cody? What you guys gotta say? That crowd is pro Randy, I will say that. Uh-oh. So they do end it. So they do end the show segment unless it's a possibility. I don't know. Because I feel like The Rock could show up tonight, and I can also see them possibly having Jimmy Uso come back tonight. One or the other, maybe even both. I wonder how long it's gonna be until we see like Randy turn on like Cody, and then we set things up potentially for like their title match. Honestly, I know people have been saying this like doing Rock versus Cody, and I don't mind that, but I don't think we need to do that at WrestleMania. I think the match they should be setting up for WrestleMania next year is Cody versus Randy, playing off their history, like being the legacy. I think that is it should be saved for a big pay-per-view like that. Hi, I saw your AEW Dynamite last night, and it was good. I appreciate that, Hassan. I appreciate that. Is this mini segment like saying Rock and Jimmy coming back because he said no more bloodline left? Randy said. I mean, that's possible. That is absolutely possible. Hassan, and AEW Forbidden Door preview was good too. I think Forbidden Door, as much as I like to talk down on how long the pay-per-views are, but they do have some good matches. When we getting Cody, Randy, I think I wouldn't say SummerSlam because it looks like they're setting up Cody versus Solo. As far as if they're doing a Bloodline type of match, like Cody versus somebody from the Bloodline, I don't think Cody should be facing Solo. I think that should be on a Smackdown, and that's no disrespect to someone like Solo. But it's just like they haven't really booked him and done enough with him for me to actually buy into him standing any type of chance of winning. That's my problem with that. Now, who I think should face him should be none other than Jacob. I think Jacob facing Cody would be a big deal, and I think the way they positioned him last week made him look as like a threat, so I would not be mad at that idea. The only thing is you don't want to have someone like Jacob lose his first big match like that, so I understand that. So maybe they want to potentially build him up even more and then maybe do that somewhere down the line. I would say Rock, but Brock already said in his contract he's not doing any pay-per-views but Mania, so it's not going to happen. What was that mini segment saying Rock and Jimmy coming back because Randy's? I think it is. Everyone wants Roman versus Jacob. I think we do Roman versus Jacob probably at Mania next year. If we're not doing Roman and Rock, that'd be the next best thing. But I think we do need to see, Road to TNA Wrestling coming up. I'm going to be streaming TNA Summerversary, you guys. So if you guys, for all my TNA fans in here, I will be streaming that next month on the 20th, I believe. But yeah, so I will be doing a live stream for that, and I will be doing predictions for that as well once we kind of get the card to be more shaped up and everything. But it's going back to what you said, J Dog. I would love to see Roman versus Jacob, but I don't. I think instead of having them do that Mania, um, because I wouldn't mind seeing it happen at Mania, but if we're doing The Rock, then maybe you do Roman versus Jacob at Rumble. Maybe that's what you do at Rumble. James Jr. Is Brawny name jersey? I haven't really seen a lot of it, but is that his jersey name, or name that they're having him go by? I might have to look that up. Speaking, since we're on the NBA topic, I did see Klay Thompson will be looking to explore free agency as well. Let's see. Money in the Bank and Heatwave. Yeah, I will be streaming Money in the Bank and Heatwave as well. Next month is gonna be busy because I'm gonna be doing Money in the Bank, Heatwave. I might do Smackdown, which is the go home for Money in the Bank next week as well. So I might do that, and maybe NXT. But I know for sure I will be doing Money in the Bank and Heatwave for sure. Where we'll be doing Slammiversary. And yeah, I think those are the main three. I might be wrong, but those are the pay-per-views that I do plan to stream for sure. And we will be doing Forbidden Door this Sunday. Uh, nah, he's still going by James. It's still going by James, but his number is like 00. So, where do you think, uh, where do you think Paul goes? Warriors. Um. Now the only thing with that is it depends. Are they gonna just give Paul George straight up to the Warriors, or is the Clippers are going to want something in return? Because I can see the Clippers wanting something in return for Paul George. And I also did see, it's not really confirmed, but I did see on in one of the rumors that I did check out, um, that uh, the Dallas Mavericks are potentially going to trade um, Kyrie in exchange of potentially trying to acquire Trae Young. Are you coming on for AEW Collision tomorrow on AEW Forbidden Door Golem Show? I'm not sure yet. It's a possibility. It just depends on when I get back tomorrow, because I do have some things I do need to take care of tomorrow. But if I'm able to get home in time, then I will. I got a notification earlier that Brawny um, wear number 9, and his jersey name is James. I don't know. I mean, because the only reason why I said that, J Dog, is because I looked up his jersey, and they already have his jersey for pre-sale, and it has James on the back, and then it has like the 00. So I don't know. Hassan, is your family good? Absolutely, my family is great. Thank you for asking. Y'all let me know in the chat. I love to come on stream and talk to you guys. I know I don't get a lot of opportunities to do so, but let me know if you guys want to see me stream more in the future. What if that being Raw, SmackDown, NXT? If y'all, this is pretty much y'all's opportunity. I love doing this just as much as anybody else. Wrestling is my passion. If you guys don't know, but I want to be able to do this more often. But you guys, you don't have X, so I can't. So can't she fit to you? What do you mean, Jace or J Dog? I was confused by your question. Hey, Tiffy time! It's Tiffy time, you guys. It's Tiffy time. My pick to win this match and my potential winner to win Money in the Bank, Miss Money in the Bank. I think this is the person that should win. I know people been. What's up with Kayla Braxton? Isn't she supposed to leave? Well, this is her final night, Jadis or J Dog. This is her first. I think she put on X that this is her final night. So. Y'all let me know. I think it's gonna come down. Like my top 3 picks to win this match this year is literally Tiffy, Chelsea, or Dakota as a dark horse. Do you like Liv Morgan with Dominic? Absolutely. I think I know a lot of people would consider this a hot take. I know people loved seeing Dominic with with Rhea Ripley, but let's be honest, this pairing between Dominic and Liv Morgan is a little bit better and intriguing with Rhea Ripley just because of the implications surrounding it and everything that she's doing for Dominic. If you really think about it, I mean, Liv Morgan is doing more for Dominic than Rhea did. The only reason why Dom ended up with Rhea because she kept beating him up every single week to the point he just joined. So Liv Morgan is showing him more affection and doing more favors for him and his friends than Rhea Ripley did, in all honesty. So that's why I feel like the connection and the bond that they're having really just comes off a little bit more authentic in a way. I know to some extent it does seem forced, but at the same time I feel like it's authentic. Thoughts on Dijak getting no time and being released for like no reason? Now, I'm gonna put this out there. I think this was a bad decision only because I was really looking forward to seeing what Dijak could do on the main roster. Consider how they fumbled his main roster run the first time around, putting him in that god awful faction of Retribution. Like, and it's crazy to think that was 4 years ago. And then when he went back to NXT, it was seen almost as a resurgence for him. And I felt like they were going to do more with him once he come back up. And he even talked about in the article that he's supposed to have a NXT title opportunity against Trick at some point. And I feel like they should have kept him at NXT because if you look at the current crop of talent that they have in there, yes, they're building them up, but at the same time, he would have been a great addition in the sense of he would have been a established household name that people can actually get behind. And the matches quality that he was giving was top tier. The matches that he had in NXT with the likes of Ilya Dragunov, the likes of Wes Lee, like those matches were great. The feuds that he was having with those guys were great as well. So it seemed like this was like a resurgence for him and they were going to give him a new chance upon him coming to the main roster. Because if we look at the main roster right now, he would have been a great fit in the Intercontinental Championship scene with the likes of Braun Breaker, Braun Strowman, and other guys as well. So I would have thought it would have been a great opportunity for them to capitalize on the momentum that he built for himself on NXT coming upon the main roster, but it just didn't happen. But I do hope wherever he does go, he does find success and they do push him to the moon because the guy deserves it. Whether that being AEW or TNA, where NWA, New Japan, wherever it is. I'm trying to keep with everybody's. Our Judgment Day gonna split? I don't think Judgment Day will. Well, I would say yes and no. I would say in the sense of Damian Priest getting kicked out and Rhea Ripley getting kicked out. I think the Judgment Day will still be a thing because I still think there's more mileage that they can get out of the faction. But I think it will be almost kind of similar to when Finn Balor came in and they kicked out Edge a couple years ago. Um, you know, so I do think we'll see the Judgment Day, but I think it will consist of Finn Balor, Carlito, JD, Liv, for the most part, and Dom. So it'll pretty much be those guys pretty much consisting of the Judgment Day, and probably have Liv Morgan pretty much be like the quote unquote leader. If it's not Liv, then it probably will be Finn Balor. Either one of those are going to be your new leader of the Judgment Day. I will say that. I thought Ricochet would get replaced by Dijak because there's rumors for him to go to AEW. I think what they're gonna do with Ricochet is this. I haven't really said too much on it, but I will say this. I do think with Ricochet, here's the thing: when a wrestler is about to leave the company, right? WWE is known for this. When somebody's about to leave the company and potentially and everything like that, they're not going to continue to mention their name or anything like that. They're not. They don't do that. But with Ricochet, they have continuously kept mentioning his name, even though there were reports of him leaving the company, right? I think what's going to happen is we're going to see Ricochet, because Ricochet got written off, right? We've seen him get, put through the glass and everything like that. I see what's going to happen. Ricochet got written off. But I think what's going to happen is we're going to see a rebirth of in a situation. We're going to see the rebirth of Ricochet, but not him come back as Ricochet, but we're going to see Prince Puma come back. Now, if you guys aren't really know who Prince Puma is, he is, that was his gimmick that he had on the Indies and Lucha Underground and stuff like that. Ricochet and Prince Puma are like two completely different characters. Prince Puma is more edgy. He's more aggressive. He's not really a face, but he's not really a full-blown heel. He's in the middle. So I can see them bringing that character back. That I think with him coming back as this character that's more edgy and more aggressive and more straightforward, I think people can actually buy into this new character, because I think that's one of the things that was holding Ricochet back from reaching that next level. He didn't have a character that I feel like the fans can buy into. And plus, on top of that, it was his promos. Now, I feel like there's still ways they can work around that. He doesn't really have to talk much. You can still have a character wrestle and have the wrestling dude talking for them, and they can still say much less of anything. He doesn't have to say much. So I feel like there's really no excuse on that part. But if he does leave, TNA will be the place for him. I know people want to see him go to AEW, but I just don't have a lot of faith in AEW in the sense of they have these wrestlers come in, have a lot of buzz around them, and then they put them in a good feud, but after that feud is done, they have nothing for them to do. They don't. They don't have a follow-up. They're pretty much stuck on Rampage with nothing to do, and that's pretty much where wrestler goes to die. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. And then if they're not doing much on AEW, they're pretty much going to be in Ring of Honor. So I would prefer them to have him go to TNA, where he has much more opportunities to do more. He would still be taking a serious character, because look at the current crop of talent. Like, look at the landscape of TNA right now. You can have him go up against somebody like a Speedball Mike Bailey. You can have him go up someone like Moose if you wanted that David vs. Goliath storyline. Another David vs. Goliath storyline they can do is him versus Alex Hammerstone. You can have him go up against a Josh Alexander. You can have him go up against these names, or like against a Jake something or a Joe Hendry. You say his name when he appears. You can have him go up against these names and continuously build up his stock outside the WWE. And then on top of that, TNA and WWE to an extent are having a partnership. So there's still an opportunity to see him on WWE television. So it's a win-win situation. He's still flourishing somewhere else, but he's still in the WWE side of things as well. He's still in that conversation. Are you going to be on live AEW for. I will be doing AEW for Bendor. I will be. Thoughts on White Six so far? I'm liking what they're doing with White Six so far. I really do. That promo that we had in front, like the Firefly Funhouse, where it was pretty much Uncle Howdy, talking to Bo Dallas or Taylor Rotunda. That gave me chills because everything that he was saying, it just got me to my core. The stuff that he was saying. How did you feel about when your brother passed away? Like that really got me in my feels because it still does not feel real for me, especially with me being a big Bray Wyatt fan. Like every character that he did was an extension of who he was and the point that he was trying to get across. So I think, in a sense of like that, I think he will still be very missed, but I think his brother will do him justice and really will try to keep his name alive and do something great in his memory. I will say that. I heard Bianca to cost Jade or Jade to cost Bianca her match. Well, Bianca already lost her match. Bianca lost her match, which was Bianca versus Chelsea versus Mia Yim, and pretty much Bianca hit the KOD on Michin, and pretty much Chelsea threw Bianca out and pinned Michin to get the win. So Bianca is not in it, but Jade, I don't think it's gonna win. I think Tiffany's winning. I think Tiffany's winning. I think you gotta put Tiffany in here. Hassan, you miss your friends. I miss my brother, man. That's my brother. At the end of the day, no matter what, that's my brother. Would they pull a Bloodline though with Judgment Day splitting them up? I don't think Bloodline's gonna get split for quite some time. I don't. I really don't. I feel you're splitting up the Judgment Day up to Judgment Day's still kind of been there for like a while. They've been together since what 2022 that they took form, so they've been together for about 2 years. Not a lot of the factions, still stay together for that long. Not a lot of factions stay together that long. And even some of the factions that did stay together, they still had more people be added to the faction, so it's really not changing too much of anything. And plus, you kind of hammered it home that Damian Priest might lose at Money in the Bank. Because when Seth Rollins and Damian were having their promo segment on Raw, Seth said, if I lose, I won't challenge you for that championship as long as you're champion. But he told Damian, if you lose, you gotta leave the Judgment Day. Now, off the bat, I'm like, that's intriguing because there's more stakes to what we're gonna see. But he kind of hammered it home that he won't win. Because he said that, if he told what did he tell he said in the promo? Oh, he told Seth Rollins, I'm the champion, and as far as I'm concerned, the Judgment Day need me a lot more than I need them. And you don't say that unless they're gonna go through it. WWE is known for doing this. They're not gonna dangle something in your face and not go through with it. They've been known for that. And on top of that, in addition to that, like, wait, 1, 2. Oh, I was about to say, I love Candice LeRae, but no. Oh, knees to the gut. That's it. Tiffy time. 1, 2. Let's go. Tiffy time is going to Money in the Bank. Hey, y'all, which team are y'all on, bro? Y'all team Tiffy or team Chelsea? But going back to what I was saying, Jay said 2021 with Edge. No, because if you think about it, no, it wasn't 2020. It was 2022 because that was WrestleMania 38. Because that was the year we had AJ versus Edge, and then Edge pretty much where Damien he came down there, and then that's kind of where we started. And then we had WrestleMania Backlash, and then that's where we had Rhea Ripley join. Tiffany looked pale and kind of caked up. I mean, you're not lying. You're not lying, Jade. You're not lying. I'm kind of actually liking this pairing between Tiffy and Nia Jax. I'm not gonna lie to you. But Team Tiffy, more serious Chelsea. I mean, but that's the thing. Chelsea Green is winning the Money in the Bank would be a good thing because here's the thing. She can get away with doing that because she has like that character that can work, this caring type of character that's really annoying. That's what you want. You want somebody like that holding you the Money in the Bank and can cash in anytime. I don't. I'm kind of confused on this one. We're seeing Naomi, Blair, and Indy. I don't know who wins this one. I want to see Naomi win it because she would do like the high flying type of spots, but we will see. They could, but I think Blair Davenport needs it just as much because she is new to the roster, and you want to expose her to as many fans as you can, so people can get familiar with her. The people that aren't. Her name is Queen Nia Jax. Oh, I'm sorry, Queen Nia Jax. I'm liking the pairing between Queen Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. But like, pretty much, like what I said, as far as the splitting up of Judgment Day, he kind of hammered it home, and then they definitely hammered it home with pretty much having the Judgment Day or JD and Finn win the tag titles that same night. So it pretty much is clear as day that they're probably gonna lose. Jimmy comes back. What they do with him, add him to the Rock team versus the Roman team. I think he's gonna be on Romans. He's gonna be on Romans. Cause I've been seeing people have different, ideas or fantasy booking, so to speak, as far as what we're gonna see with Team Rock versus Team Roman, so to speak, or Bloodline versus Bloodline. I know people have been having the idea. I've been seeing people say we're gonna see Roman, both Jimmy and Jay, and maybe Sami Zayn, and maybe Zilla Fatu. I think they can probably add Zilla Fatu at some point. You can have them face, The Rock if he's gonna be doing it. If not, then that changes things. But if The Rock is involved in it, I can see them doing Rock, Solo, Tama, Tanga, and then Jacob. Do you like Swerve Strickland? Absolutely. I love to swerve when I drive. What's Solo's bloodline thing then? What do you mean? You mean like the people that's gonna be on his team? Who's your favorite commentator of all time, or like right now? If are we talking like all time favorite commentator, or just like currently right now? Let me know. Of all time, if it's all time, definitely JR. I love me some JR. JR is like one of my Is like my favorite commentator. Exactly. Like Jim Ross is goated, bro. Goated. Like I remember that like the old days of like Raw. Like when he did not like somebody, he did not stray away from letting it be known. He did not like somebody. Remember the segment that I think it was Kurt Angle versus Stone Cold for the title, and then Triple H just comes down and screws over Stone Cold, and I kid you not, JR did not like it. He did not like it at all. He didn't. He did not like Triple H. He did not like him. He didn't. Well, we got Hit Row. Why say Hit Row? They're not doing anything anymore. We got the Pride. You got Montez, Angelo Dawkins, and B-Fab. I might be the only one that still thinks this, but we need to see Montez Ford go on a singles run. I don't care if it's a heel or a face. Give him a singles run. Now we got the Chippendale dancers in here. And if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, I'm talking about Pretty Deadly. Not the Backstreet Boys. This mess at the Thunderdome, man. I'm dead. Ain't no way. That's an era I want to forget in wrestling. Oh, Lord. Money in the Bank 1 week from tomorrow. I think Solo the leader, but you saying Rock versus Roman? What's that say for? Because here's the thing, I think the way they're setting it up, Rock is the one calling the shots, and he's telling Solo what to do. He's pretty much being like the right. He's pretty much being this. Okay, if we're looking at how they're booking this Bloodline versus the OG, right? Each one of them is being treated as one of the members of the OG. Solo is being treated like Roman, right? Jacob is pretty much being the new Solo. We're seeing Jacob, not Jacob, Tama and Tanga pretty much being Jimmy and Jay. That's pretty much what they're being a rehash of. So we're seeing the parallels. But here's the thing, even though he's a tribal chief, he still has to answer to somebody else. You know what I mean? So he's still going to have to answer to somebody else. I've been seeing a lot of people, talk about the War Games and what it could be. I've been seeing people, because I know I talked about this just a couple minutes ago. I was saying that we could see Roman's team consist of the Usos, of Jimmy and Jay, and Sammy and Zilla. I even seen people say this. We could have, because the Vibe guys said Rock is the one calling the shots for Solo. I agree. That's pretty much what's happening. Rock is the one pulling the strings, because he literally told Cody the night after Mania, the business between you and Roman is done, but our business is just beginning. So I'm saying he's calling the shots, and pretty much we're seeing Solo take orders from literally The Rock, even though The Rock is not present to do it. It can be a situation where it's not on screen. So, and then when it does happen, it comes off as a shocking moment that we didn't see happening. We got another Money in the Bank qualifying match. We got Santos versus LA Knight. Yeah, let me talk to you. Versus Logan Paul. I wonder who do you guys got winning this one? Let me know in the comment section down below. Who's winning this one though? I can see them giving it to Santos because they want to probably have, because they've been having some beef between him and none other than Andrade. And Solo is the one calling Tribal Chief. Exactly. I think we gotta give LA Knight a win here, because I can see them doing this where LA Knight is in the Money in the Bank. It looks like there's kind of a situation where he could potentially win it. Then LA Knight gets cost by Logan to set up their match at SummerSlam. I don't know, that Logan and LA Knight fight, in this match is exactly. But I think they're setting things up because we're gonna get to see them fight for the title at SummerSlam. So I can see one of them winning. But I think if you're going to have one of them win, it's going to be LA Knight because you're gonna have someone like that be in the match, and then Logan comes in, cost him, and then you could set things up. Oh, we got Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson. Hey, I love me some Dallas Mavericks, but hey, the New York Knicks shocked me this season. Jalen Brunson is goated. That man is a great competitor. He's a great basketball player for me. He's in like my top 5 currently in the NBA right now. Because how I see it, they're going to set up a lot of things for SummerSlam Money in the Bank. They are. They really are. And I even seen people talk about this being one of the War Games matches. We see this new bloodline. We have a situation where Jimmy gets taken out. Zilla's not there. So it's pretty much where the bloodline is down 2 members, right? I've been seeing someone say this. We have Roman, Jimmy, not Jimmy, Jay, Sammy, Seth, and a returning Ambrose or Moxley from AEW. I've been seeing that idea be thrown around. It's funny because everyone's saying, what is Bronny gonna call his dad on the court? I know. Is he gonna call him dad? Is he gonna call him LeBron? We don't know. He probably could call him both, in all honesty. He can call him either or, honestly, because I don't know, because this is the first time we're seeing something like this happen in the NBA where we're having actually a father-son duo. We've had brother and brother duos and stuff like that, but this is the first time we're seeing like an actual father-son duo, so this is definitely going to be interesting. Booker to the Rocket. I could see it. I could see it. He would be a good addition. It just, I don't know, because sometimes when you have these players come over, you gotta think about, is it really going to benefit the team, or is it going to be like a detriment to the team? Like, is it really going to help them get to where they want to be, which is pretty much be in the playoff contention and go deep in the playoffs and actually have a shot at winning the championship, you know? And right now it looks like the Rockets are kind of somewhat in their rebuilding years right now. So it would be a great addition. But the thing is, Booker, and this might be a hot take, Booker is only a seasoned player. And what I mean by that, he comes in clutch during the regular season, but when it comes to when it matters the most, which is the playoffs, he does not deliver as much as he does in the regular season. Because in the regular season, he's going to score about 30, maybe 40 points, right? But in the playoffs, he's not scoring half of that. He's scoring at least like maybe, he's going to give you maybe like 15, 20 points. But that's it. He's not coming in clutch when he needs to be when they're in a situation like that. Everyone thoughts on Raw this week. They'll be Unky Howdy and a member of White Six in the chair like Joe Gacy. I can see them definitely setting something like that on the segment up for Raw. I can definitely see them doing that. Eric, that's kind of reaching. I heard like 3 people saying that. I don't. Bradley Beal, is he gone? No, I think Bradley Beal's still on the team, as far as I'm concerned. But y'all let me know, because speaking of, since we're on the wrestling topic, I know we're talking about basketball too. But how do you guys feel about them having the Royal Rumble in February next year? Because it's kind of weird, right? Because Royal Rumble has always been in January. Now all of a sudden they're gonna have it be in February. That's kind of odd if you're asking me. If you ask me. Bradley Beal staying. Yeah, Bradley Beal is staying. Nobody has, as of right now, nobody from the Suns have said anything. There hasn't really been any sayings on if they will be leaving or anything like that. Because they just drafted, what's his name? Ryan Dunn, I think? Yeah, that's his name. Not the, okay, we got the blood again. Oh, he's talking to. Paul is scared for his life. Oh, oh no. Run, Paul. Run while you have the chance. Please run while you have the chance, Paul. Please. They're about to try to kill this man on live television. Run, go home. Go to your locker room, get your clothes, get your bag, pack up, and leave. Leo should do a how I became a Liv Morgan fan. I can definitely. That's definitely was in the works. I can definitely do. I was definitely planning on doing that for sure. Indiana will have 3 pay-per-views. Yeah, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and a future WrestleMania. I have Liv Rhea becoming 3 matches. Liv wins at SummerSlam. Rhea at Bad Blood. Liv wins the Rumble, or Chamber wins the belt back at Mania. I don't think that. How I think they're gonna do it, Eric. I think they're not gonna. How do I put this? They're not going to rush too much because it really depends. Because we're still a ways off from seeing probably Rhea because she just got married. Congratulations to her. She just got married, and usually when we see somebody actually get married and everything like that, they have them. They're gonna go on a honeymoon, so that's gonna prolong it just a little bit. So she could show up at SummerSlam, not like she has a match with Liv, but like after maybe Liv has a match. Then she shows up, and then we can build to the first match, what I think they're gonna do at Bad Blood. Then you can continue doing something heading into Survivor Series or something like that. I can see them doing that. How I think they're gonna do it. If you go back to a couple years ago, we had Bianca and Becky. They faced at WrestleMania 38 for the Raw Women's Championship, and what happened? Becky came back at SummerSlam. She won the championship from Bianca. Bianca had to go to the back of the line and had to go through the women's roster and earn her way back. And then she won the last chance to qualify to get an opportunity by winning the Elimination Chamber that year. And then she went on to defeat none other than what's going on with the television? And went on to defeat Becky at Mania. So I can see them doing that with Liv and Rhea, where Liv does beat, Rhea. Rhea has to go to the back of the line and defeat a lot of the talent on the Raw roster to earn her way back to facing Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan it could be a situation where Rhea is she's in the Rumble, looks like she's can potentially be in a position to win, only for Liv Morgan to screw her over because she doesn't want to face her at Mania. And then we can have someone like a like a Jade Cargill win it because they're setting that feud up, and then maybe Rhea can go on and win the Chamber to qualify. Oh no! Not them got Tyrese Halliburton coming with Logan Paul, and now you're okay. You got Jalen Brunson, and that's crazy. Bruh, exactly. Like you got, and you know, like those teams don't like each other. Like you know, like you got, like you actually brought, like a basketball player's op out there. Like that's crazy. He said, forget about him. Yeah, he pretty much said that. I do like Logan Paul's attire though, with the USA colors and stuff like that. That's so petty of love. I mean, you're not wrong, but he's pretty much playing his character being a chicken heel. You can't blame him. I can see LA Knight winning this because they always kind of do this when one person's in a triple threat or fatal four and they're pretty much getting triple teamed or double teamed or whatever. That person is usually the one that ends up winning. So I can see them having Logan Paul win, not Logan Paul, LA Knight win. Logan Paul costs LA Knight the Money in the Bank at the pay per view, and you can set things up for SummerSlam. But like I said a couple minutes ago, as far as Paul Heyman goes, he needs to go because Solo just said Jacob is not there and he's not gonna be there. He's gonna be there, bro. I'm telling y'all this. He is going to be there. It's good entertainment with Brunson, absolutely. But like, let's be honest. But I'm telling y'all, if I'm Paul Heyman, you better leave right now because they are about to try to kill you on live television, and it's not even funny. Sorry, I can't spell his last. It's okay. I mean, not a lot of people can. He has a long name, so it's understandable. It's totally understandable. See Paul Heyman say, "Take me with you." Yeah, he did say that. He didn't. You can tell, like Paul Heyman, he doesn't like this new bloodline, but he has no choice but to, to go along with what they're saying and doing because he's scared for his life. Because he knows this new bloodline is no joke. Like they're literally, taking people out left and right and have no remorse for what they're doing. This is a more dangerous bloodline than the OG, and we're seeing that. And Paul Heyman knows that, and he's trying to do anything and everything he can do to stay in the good graces of this new bloodline. Now, me on the other hand, hey, I might get jumped or whatever the case is, but I'm not taking nothing from nobody. I'm sorry. I'm not. And everybody knows when it comes to the bloodline, my allegiance lies with the OG bloodline, bro. But if you're asking who my favorite faction of all time, Shield, easily, Shield. Logan is if Adrian. Eric, come on, not AJ Francis. I mean, AJ Francis is actually doing great work in TNA and the Indies. He's really rejuvenated his career. We never really saw a NBA rival in NBA in basketball like they both wrestle. I want Patrick Mahomes because he was. I can see them doing something like that in like a couple of years, possibly. Even if it's not with the NBA, but maybe the NFL. I could see them doing something like that. Logan is if AJ Francis can wrestle. It's crazy. But like I said, AJ Francis is actually doing some great work in TNA. He really is. Even on the indies. And like when you see stuff like that, it kind of just makes you wonder what if he actually was given like an actual chance in the company. He is. I actually like AJ. Exactly. Like the guy, he actually has charisma. He actually can actually go in the ring. He's not that bad as people think. I know he had a botch, but it's to be expected when you get in the wrestling business or any type of sport or anything. We all mess up. It's part of the business. It's part of the learning process. Even with me doing YouTube, I have my botches, I have my slip ups, but it's still part of the learning process. So I can't really be mad at it. He had BDE in his segment. I did see that. Honestly, I props to BDE, a huge inspiration as a content creator, someone that inspired me to start doing content creation. Shout out to him. Shout out to the Vibe guys. They're, I mean they have some amazing takes on their podcast every single week. But yeah, they're all doing great things. Hey, one of my dreams is to potentially, even if I don't end up, wrestling, I would love to, have a segment on a wrestling show. I think that'd be a huge goal for me. Like what BD just had did a couple weeks ago with him being on TNA. I think that's something I would love to do. I even want to start like a actual group in the future. I think that's something I want to do. Is my way of giving back to the other content creators who are looking to make a name for themselves and who love wrestling just as much as I do and want to create a legacy and really just want to put their name out there and actually be who they are and giving them a platform to do just that. So that is something I want to do in the future. And do podcasts and do more vlogs and go to more wrestling shows, where if it's WWE, AEW, TNA, I want to be able to do more stuff like that in the future and able to give back in a sense of as that as well. So that is something I really want to do and accomplish in the future. Leo, what does it take for me to earn a shot at Money in the Bank? I mean, if you're in the wrestling business, I mean, I think really, if you're not even just Money in the Bank, but just being a wrestler, if that's a dream for you in general, it's really just going out there and leaving it all on the line. Just really just going out there, doing it because you love it. Never really, focusing on the money aspect of things. Really just focusing on the craft and because you love it and because you're passionate and want to continue to get better at what you're doing. But if you're strictly with your question, Money in the Bank, something that even if you don't win it, you always want to have want to leave a lasting impact, right? You want to have some spots. If you're like someone that people don't know as well, and you have a spot, people know who you are. Hi, I'm new. I appreciate you for stopping at inappropriate talk. I love the thumbnail too. I'd love to speak with me. I do. Eric says, Leo, can I join your future group? I mean, we'll talk. I want to start this I do plan to start a YouTube group in the next year. So we're in 2024 right now. By the end of 2025, I want to have started it. Like, I want to have, what was it? I want to have a group, and I also kind of want to, like, we all pitch in, and we can rent out like a office space where we can have our podcast set up, and we just do our videos and stuff like that from there, our podcast episodes, and we just talk about different things that's happening in wrestling and do predictions and stuff like that. I didn't hear Solo say, Paul, he did say that J-Dog. You may have missed that little tidbit there, but he did say that. Eric says, I was talking about your IC title. Like I said, when I do hit 10K, I will be doing a giveaway. So one of you lucky fans will have the opportunity to win a WWE Championship from WWE Shop. So Eric, if you do happen to win, hey, you might get yourself your own IC title, so you never know. But this one is very sentimental. This one cannot be bought. Who's truly the shot calling the shots in the new bloodline? I say, like I said earlier, Eric. I think The Rock is the one calling it. The Rock is the one calling the shots, and pretty much what's happening is Solo is pretty much taking the orders from The Rock. That's what's happening. Everyone booing Tyrese. Yeah, people don't like Tyrese because like I said, the Knicks and the Pacers have a long-standing history where pretty much the Pacers have always gotten the upper hand on the New York Knicks every single time in the NBA a lot of the time. So they New York does not like the Pacers. They don't. Honestly, I was so upset because I wanted to see the New York Knicks advance more. I feel like if they would have had, what's his name? Julius Randle? Yeah, Julius Randle. I think they would have made it further. I think because they didn't really have a true center, so it gave the Pacers an upper hand. Uh-oh. What the swanton? Oh, I was about to say, I thought Logan Paul was about to get away with that. Bro, you knew that crowd was about to riot. They were about to riot. What if Cody is calling the shots of the new bloodline just to throw people off? I would be very shocked, and it won't really make sense in all honesty. It won't make sense. I don't think they need to do that. I think Cody might have something to do with the OG bloodline, maybe. Oh, Lord. Not Tyrese with the... Oh, no, not Tyrese. Oh, okay. Oh, now it's about to get real. We got Tyrese with having the brass knucks. Now we got Jalen Brunson. He getting in. They about to... Y'all swear, let's piece up. Let's book this for WrestleMania 41. Jalen Brunson versus Tyrese Halliburton. Book it. Uh-oh. Santos charging. Oh, his knee. Oh. One. Let's go. LA Knight advances. LA Knight advances. I told you. I'm calling it now. Like I said earlier, LA Knight is going to be in this match. I called it. Logan is going to get involved and going to screw him over, bro. I'm telling you, to set up their match for SummerSlam. You just watch. Wait, Logan is petty, but I wanted to see Tyrese and Jalen Brunson interference. They're probably gonna do something with it. LA wins. Yep. Uh-oh. We're getting something. Is Tyrese and Logan gonna attack him? Oh no! Jalen Brunson bringing in the chair. Oh Lord. Can we book this tag match at next year's WrestleMania or something? If you want to do celebrity. Tag team tonight. Hey, you knew if you already know if this was like early on in SmackDown when we had Tay Long, you know this would have been official. He was known for putting people in handicap matches. He's known for putting people in tag matches. And if you got on his nerves and he didn't like you, he was about to put you in a match with The Undertaker. And nobody wanted that smoke. Nobody. But it was very funny though. I will say that. It was always came off as funny. but as far as like the group idea, I have to see because like I said, I do have aspirations to move and have a new spot. So once I kind of get that settled, then I can kind of go from there. I'm kind of intrigued to see what it's like to have Baron Corbin as a babyface because we never haven't had him be a babyface up until this point. So I hope they kind of just go all in with him and actually give him a chance to do something really special. We got Mello. I will say if he does release a shirt that says Mellow in the Bank, I would cop that shirt. I'm not gonna lie. 'Cause I love me some Carmelo Hayes. I don't really know. They're kind of putting it. It's kind of been doing like a pairing with Apollo and Baron as them being like a tag team, a random pairing as a tag team. I wouldn't say he doesn't have no shot. He has a shot of winning. Yeah, RP Seeker, y'all. RP Seeker. Got the chills. Yeah, I do too. Then it was more kind of like shocking knowing that Roman lost his brother in 2017 and then loses his dad um, into just recently. Very sad. Very sad. That's why I felt. I know people were saying there was rumors of Roman coming back at Money in the Bank, but I think it's safe to say with the recent events of Sika's passing, I think uh, they would probably wait off and kind of just like let Roman grieve and everything like that, and then maybe bring him back at SummerSlam. I do too. And he was always very supportive of Roman when he had these big moments and everything like that. He was always there, like that having a bond like that with your parents when you reach these big milestones and having your parents there to celebrate with you and being able to witness these big moments is very special. Please have a biography. I feel like they will put out something like that maybe within the next couple months to a year. I could definitely see them doing that. We want Roman Reigns. Hey, Rikishi, he was Rikishi was. I loved watching Rikishi wrestle too. Yes, the Samoan dynasty and the Samoan family is like one of the strongest in wrestling. Period. 79 is too young. I mean, it really just goes to show that, I mean, for just everybody in here, um, every day you have the opportunity to wake up and chase your dream, go for it. Never hold back, because you never know, and you have to, like, live every single day like it could be your last, you know, because you never know when your time could be up. So, that's what I would say. Do you like Dana Brooke? Absolutely, I do. I think WWE kind of didn't really give her a lot of love and gave her a lot of opportunities to succeed. Um, but TNA is definitely doing great stuff with her, and she has a world title opportunity at Slammiversary against Jordan Grace. She'll be competing for the TNA Knockout Championship, and I think this weekend she's competing in another promotion for their championship. So she's doing a lot of great things in the world of wrestling right now. So. I can't believe we're looking at Sika on the passing graphic. Never thought, would have thought. I mean, it's crazy. I think one of those. I think we've seen so many different, and it's crazy. Like, we look at the last couple of years, and we've seen so many shocking deaths that we didn't, see coming. And Zika will be up there because I was kind of keeping up to date with a lot of different things, and seeing that he was in the hospital, and it looked like everything was doing great, and he was about to get out, and then seeing this unfortunate sad news. But like I said, live every single day like it's your last, and if you have every single day that you wake up, chase your dreams, you guys. Never settle for less. Always go above. Like, chase your dreams, you guys. You can do anything you put your mind to. Nobody can stop you from doing or being who you really want to be. The only person stopping you is you. But like, just seeing so many sad deaths. I even like looking with the Wyatt Six. We were talking about the Wyatt Six earlier. It still doesn't feel real that Bray Wyatt is no longer with us, because he had so many ideas, and I was looking to the future and what the future would look like, especially with this new run and this new leash of life that he was going to bring on to the WWE. So that was a sad one. Brody Lee, that one caught me off guard. And I did see recently they dropped some Reebok shoes of you for all my sneakerheads. They just dropped some Brody Lee inspired Reeboks, and they recently dropped some for the Young Bucks, even though they're still here. But I'm just saying. And some of the others look at what happened with the Ultimate Warrior. I think that was 2014. That one kind of caught me off guard, because as soon as he had that segment on Raw, I think a couple hours later he sadly passed away, and that really just blew my mind. And then another one that I would say that would be one that I would consider that caught a lot of people off guard is, well, I wouldn't even say caught people off guard, but it was crazy. It was, yeah, Eddie definitely caught me off guard. Eddie definitely caught me off guard. Because Eddie is still one of my favorite wrestlers today, and I think even I was looking at it was a podcast with Chris Van Vliet, and he had Rey Mysterio, and he was talking about like how he was imagining what it would be like with him if Eddie was still alive today, and seeing what he would have been like in this current landscape of the WWE, even though he probably would have been, retired, or maybe still doing his thing, and then with, seeing how he would interact with Rey Mysterio currently right now, and Dominic, with Dominic being on this heel run, that would have been something I would have been looking forward to. So that's that. Another one that I think of, like I said, was Dusty Rhodes. That was one that was shocking, because the stuff that he put in, and the idea, he sparked the brain of what we know and love of NXT. So you have that. There's some other ones that I might not be thinking of, some that I'm not going to mention on. One of them that I'm not going to mention, because I'm not going to mention that on here at all. Nope, I'm not going to do it. This is the first time we're seeing Blair Davenport compete on WWE television. And wasn't the draft like, what, May, April? It was something like that. Indy Hartwell, she just getting the job entrance, pretty much. You hate to see that. I don't know why they didn't have an Indy Hartwell be a heel, because I just feel like she's just a lovable face. I think people just like to cheer her. Like the stuff that she was doing with the way in NXT, I loved it. Stuff she was doing with Dexter, loved it. We got Naomi coming out. Who y'all guys have winning this match? Do you guys have Naomi winning? You guys have Blair Davenport winning? Do you have Indy Hartwell winning? Let me know in the comment section. Who you guys have winning this match? Who will advance to Money in the Bank? Naomi? We got Naomi. Is there any way I can create like a poll in here? Okay, I'm gonna start a poll, you guys. Let me know. I'm gonna start a poll with you guys. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start doing these with you guys. Cause I let me know in the comment section down below if I'm gonna do another poll in just a little bit. Later on. I'm gonna leave this up. I'm gonna create a poll for you guys. Let me see. Okay. Okay, we got a poll up, you guys. I just put up a poll. You guys go vote. Who will advance to Money in the Bank? You guys have Naomi. Alright. Let's see. So far, 100% is saying Naomi right now. Thursday, they're going to be in Toronto. Oh, yeah, Thursday next week, they're going to be doing that stand-up thing for, what was it? Sammy. They're doing that, he's doing that next week. AEW Rampage is almost coming tonight. I've tried to watch as much AEW, but like it's just so much wrestling, you guys. It's so much wrestling, and it's kind of hard for me because like I love WWE. I'm trying to keep up with TNA and stuff like that, so it's kind of hard trying to keep up with everything. But okay, 50% is 50. It's kind of okay. So 50% is saying Naomi, 50% is saying Blair, 0% for Indy Hartwell. I'm gonna end the poll probably after the commercial break, so you guys still have a couple more minutes to lock in your answers. As far as who do you guys think will advance to Money in the Bank? I love Naomi's Buzz Lightyear gear. I do too. 67% is saying Naomi, so 33% of Blair. No votes for Indy. Nobody wants Indy winning. Okay. Naomi winning for sure. I think she's gonna win, but there's that slight chance that I think Blair's gonna win, just only because they're doing this feud between Naomi and Blair right now, and plus I feel like they're doing it with Lyra and then having Tiffany in there. They're going to want to have some of their younger talent be involved in these matches, And even though Blair isn't really like a young talent like everybody else, okay, I'm a guess, Leo. Next poll is, will Jimmy and Rock come out tonight? Maybe. Leo, I can't stand the system. The system from TNA. I mean, the system is not that bad. They're not the worst. I mean, they do get on my nerves, but they're not the worst. They're not the worst. They're not the worst. You're not reaching the worst until you hit Next List or like Retribution. When you hit that level, then yeah, you hit all time low. But no, they're not the worst. But like, Blair is 26, I think. Let me look. She's 28. She's 28, so she's still relatively young. Um, but like I was saying, I think she would be in it because I feel like they would want to feature her, and I think with her, being in this feud with Naomi, maybe it could potentially give her more screen time in the future, and more people can get accustomed to who she is and get familiar with her. So, I think they need to capitalize on that. But so far, the poll is still pretty much the same. We have 67% saying Naomi, 33% for Blair Davenport winning, and Indy Hartwell with 0%. You still have a couple more minutes. We'll end the poll when they come back, and then I'll put up another poll right after that match. Okay, so we're about to end this poll. You guys, I'm gonna give you guys 2 more minutes. I was gonna end it, but I'm gonna give you guys 2 more minutes to, if you guys haven't had the chance to vote yet, you can go vote now. Um, who do you guys have winning and advancing to Money in the Bank? Whether that be Naomi, which is 67%, Blair Davenport 33%, and Indy Hartwell to 0%. It's pretty much going to come down to Naomi and Blair Davenport at this point. I know she had respect. She had a respectable indie career before WWE. She even faced Jamie Hayter a couple times. I do know that. I did see a couple of her. I didn't see a lot of her matches, but I did see them do. I did see some highlights. I will say that I did see some highlights for her. Okay, we're gonna end this poll, you guys. I'm gonna end that poll. So we're going to. I'm gonna pull up another poll, you guys. We're gonna start up another poll in just a moment. After this match, we will start up another poll. Did you see Anthony Richardson dunk? I haven't. Oh. Uh-oh. Super kick. Oh. Blair Davenport. Ooh. Falcon Arrow. 1, 2. Indy breaks it up. But yeah, she did have a couple matches on the. She didn't. They. I feel like they could have done more with her in NXT, but they just never gave her much to work with, especially now that they have that North American title. I think she would have been a great addition for that. Uh oh. Ooh, with the kick. Would you like Kyle Kuzma on your team? Yo, no. No. I'm sorry. He's decent, don't get me wrong, but no. I don't think he needs to be. Oh, that that did not look good. That didn't look good. Uh oh, Jade Cargill. Oh, okay. Blair looks really good for her debut. I mean, yes, she does. Okay, you guys got caught. You guys called it. Naomi advances to Money in the Bank. We got one more spot to qualify for Money in the Bank, which we will find out on Monday, which will be either Ivy Nile, um, not Kyrie Sane, Zoe Stark. I forgot the last opponent. I'm not too sure. Oh, we got the Bloodline segment coming up. The Bloodline ceremony thing coming up next. Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the poll, you guys, real quick. I'm gonna pull up the poll so you guys can start voting on that. Who will show up during the Bloodline segment? The Rock, Jimmy Uso, or you have both showing up? Who's showing up? Okay. So far, people are saying both are going to show up. I'm so interested to see this little documentary that they're doing, like, before Mania. I really want to see that. I'm going to put up another poll in just about 10 minutes. No, to be realistic, I'm going to say Jimmy. I can see Jimmy being there, but I'm going to say both. Because I can see Jimmy coming back, and then I also think The Rock will be there because I did see somebody take a picture, that a fan, and The Rock was at a gym that is not too far away from where Smackdown is tonight. And usually when The Rock is in the vicinity of where a show is going to be, he 9 times out of 10 shows up. So I feel like he will show up. That pop would be great. Exactly. That pop for Rock would be crazy. Okay. We got The Rock with 50%, both saying, and then we have 50% for both Jimmy and The Rock. I'm gonna try to pull up another poll real quick. I can put up one at a time. All right, cool. Well, when I end this poll, I'm gonna put up another one, and that one's gonna be something different, and stuff like that, because I do want to try to engage with you guys and stuff like that. So, but yeah. But going back to what you were saying, seeing Jamie Hayter compete against Blair Davenport. Speaking of Jamie Hayter, I think she comes back at All In Wembley. I don't think she has a match, but I think she returns at Wembley, and then she sets up her feud upon a return, regardless of what that may be. Whether that's going after the TBS championship against Mercedes, her going after maybe Tony Storm or Mariah May. I could see either one of those feuds playing out actually. The gender thing was funny. Everyone thought they were getting Kim as the return. Yeah, people were pissed about that one. They did not want gender. Like, I remember the way he played up. A former WWE champion is coming back or returning. It's going to be here tonight. And as soon as gender music hit, those fans in attendance were not having it whatsoever. Okay, so 67% saying both, 33% saying The Rock, 0% just saying strictly Jimmy Uso returns. I'm gonna give you guys 5 more minutes to what time is it? So at 8:45 we're gonna close this poll, and I'm gonna put up one more poll, and that's pretty much it. Jamie versus Mariah at All Out after Mariah wins the title. Yeah, because I think they're setting up Mariah May versus Tony Storm at All In. They're really setting up that story. Because if you want to be honest, I was triggered. Did not. I didn't want it. I didn't want it. I didn't. But the way they're setting up, like with having Tony versus Mina, I think they are with them having that match, and then pretty much Mariah May having history with both women. It's gonna come into play like whose side would she be on, and it seems like it would be Tony after what happened on AEW, where she accidentally clobbered pretty much Mariah May with the bottle. So that's why I say that. But who knows? But I think the way they do it is maybe after the match, Tony does turn on Mariah, and that triggers Mariah's face turn, and then she wins the tournament. Oh, we got a WWE Tag Team title opportunity tag team match. A-Town Down Under vs DIY. I think DIY might win that. They might just win that.
We've got a lot of history in Toronto. Toronto's where we won the NXT Tag Team titles. And now 8 years later, we return to the same exact building. We know it.
You know, I've had 2 weeks to think about what you guys have said to me. And we weren't aiming for you. We were aiming for Walt. He pulled you in the way just like he always does. That's what you think? Yeah, but we know what's going to happen in Toronto. Me and Grayson are going to show up. The greatest tag team of all time. My best friend.
How many times are we gonna run Indy and Candice versus the Powerpuff Girls? Is crazy.
He doesn't care about you, man. He's only using you to keep things. That's it.
You know,
I think DI win as well, especially with that happening. But my question is, how long until we do see Austin Theory turn face? Because I think that's what they're alluding to. They're alluding to Austin Theory turning face, and I think honestly, I know people are having mixed emotions about it. I think Austin Theory being a face would do wonders for him. I really do. I feel like him being a face could really take him to the next level. This Money in the Bank song is so annoying. He is using Austin. I think Austin, he's gonna really be able to do some great stuff as a face. I really do. Okay, we got the Bloodline stuff coming out. We got the Bloodline coming out. Solo, Tama, and Tenga. No Jacob Fatu here tonight though. Even though I think it's a trap. Why did it for a second look like Tama Tonga had a MJF shirt on? Okay, we just ended that poll. We're gonna put up one more poll. And this is for you guys. I wanna get your opinions. And this is for you guys. Alright. This is the last poll that I'm going to put up for you guys tonight. I'm just making sure I have everything right. Hey, I appreciate the hustle. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Alright. This is our new poll that I put up. Would you guys like to see me stream more? Like, would you guys like to see me stream more stuff like this? Because I do like to get on here and engage with you guys. I really do. I really like to come on here and engage and talk to you guys and just have fun and just have a great time. I don't get a lot of opportunities like this, but I'm trying to make time to do more stuff like this with you guys. So, 100% saying yes so far. So, okay, as it stands right now, you guys want to see me stream more. Fox better not black out. Please don't. Uh-oh. Solo. Well, I'm not going to call him Solo anymore. I'm just going to call him the weekend or the weekday. So the weekday wants to talk. What does the weekday have to say? Are you coming off AEW Rampage tonight? Not sure yet. I might. I don't know. It just depends. I might not. Only because I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow and preparation to get ready for it. I have a podcast to do on Sunday, and then I have to stream Forbidden Door and pretty much get ready for Money in the Bank weeks. So I might not. See, I told you he was there. Wow. I'm actually liking his entrance. Somebody got a sign in the background that says "Save us, Jimmy." I don't think Jimmy can do much to do anything about that, unfortunately. Paul Heyman is like just so confused. Like, you told me he wasn't going to be here, and yet he is. Yet he is. Yet he is, bro. Yet he is. Of course they gotta do another commercial break. Yet they gotta do another commercial break. You know what? I'm gonna end this poll. I have one. I just thought of another poll that I think would make sense for me to add for you guys. So I'm gonna end this one. So we have 3 votes so far. People are saying yes, you guys want to see me stream more. So all right, this people have spoken. So we're gonna make that happen. Yeah, we're definitely gonna make that happen. This right here will be the final poll. Do you like basketball video games too? I actually do. I haven't played in quite some time though, but I do enjoy playing. This will be the final poll of the night, you guys. I will be putting this up for you guys to vote on. Alright, we're putting up the new poll for you guys, so you guys can vote on this one. Alright, the new poll is up. Will the new Bloodline attack Paul Heyman? Do you guys think this new Bloodline is going to attack Paul Heyman tonight? And that maybe brings back maybe like a Jimmy Uso or something. Yeah, let me know. Okay, it's 50-50 right now. 50% saying yes, 50% saying no. I'm gonna let this one go pretty much for the rest of the show. Okay, now we're back on Smackdown. We got 9 minutes left, but usually they kind of end it like 2 minutes before the show is supposed to be over, so I don't know. Okay, you said no? Okay, okay. Hey, yo! Paul said, what you just say? You don't say that's Roman Reigns' thing. Paul, if I'm you, please leave while you still have the chance, man. Please go. You are about to be obliterated on television. Please leave, Paul. For the sake of everything that is holy in this world, please leave. Okay, so right-hand man is pretty much Jay. So Jay is pretty much being... So Tama Tonga is pretty much the Jay Uso of this new bloodline. Solo is pretty much the Roman Reigns. Jacob is pretty much the new Solo. And Tangaloa is pretty much Jimmy Uso. Solo said acknowledge. He's pretty much taking the Roman Reigns stick. I've been saying this. Watch him say, wise man, acknowledge me. Okay, I see why you put up the poll. Exactly, because like, okay, 67% saying no, 33% saying yes. I feel like with the way they're doing it, Oh no! Not him got the. No! Yo, he got the lay. He got Roman's lay, bro. Yo, oh nah. Nah, bro. He got the lay. This man got the lay. This man got the lay. I think Jimmy the Rock come out. I see that happening. Oh my god, he said, I acknowledge you are not my tribal chief. Let's go. Oh, hey, Paul, you stood on business, but you better get out this ring, though. Oh no, I told y'all. I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all this? I told y'all he was gonna attack him. I told you, to Paul Heyman, to run. Go home. Leave the building. I told y'all, bro, this man needs to leave. He had a chance to leave. Oh my god. This man they just killed Paul Heyman on live television, man. I told y'all this was from the down live television. I told y'all he was gonna try to kill this man. Oh no, they about to put this man through the table. Ah, god dang it, bro. Oh, come on. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. He didn't mean it. Stop it. This, please. Oh, not them about to do the shield power bomb. Oh, bro. Okay. Yeah, pack it up. Put up the X for Paul Heyman. Put up the X in the chat for Paul Heyman, bro. This man's dead. Put up the X in the chat, bro. Put up the X for Paul Heyman. The man's done. The man's dead. They killed him on live television. I tried to tell him he should have went home. He didn't have to stay. Roman not gonna like this. I agree. I agree. Wow. That crowd coming out. That I don't think anybody else is coming out. Unfortunately, J-Dog. I don't think. I think if they were gonna do that, it would happen maybe like 2 minutes ago. But that is the end of Smackdown. Man, I actually did think they were going to have The Rock on the show, and I really did think that they were going to have Jimmy Uso make his return, but I think they might be saving that. They might, honestly, they might have Jimmy Uso come back at Money in the Bank, you guys. They might have Jimmy Uso come back at Money in the Bank, because you do realize they are going to be doing that 6-man tag. So there is that possibility with that fourth member of the Bloodline being there. And you know that's going to be lead to some shenanigans where one of the members of the person else on the outside is going to be trying to cause interference. So I do think Jimmy Uso comes back at Money in the Bank, and then that leads to Roman Reigns coming back at SummerSlam. That's what I think what's going to happen. That's what I think is going to happen. I really think that's what they're leading to. They're literally leading to that. They're literally leading to that. 50% said yes, 50% said no. People that said that agree with me and said yes, you guys were right. I had a feeling the way they kind of set it up. I and we kind of seen it. Like they teased it. I feel like they were going to kind of go through with them doing that. So that's kind of how I feel on that. But this is definitely gonna be more interesting as they set things up. Who knows? Maybe Jimmy Uso shows up next week on SmackDown, or maybe they just wait until the actual pay per view itself and then have him come on Money in the Bank itself. So we will have to see. I think either one of those can make sense, especially for him to like even up the odds for Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton as they go into their match, as they can do that. But maybe they want to save it as a surprise, like I said. Fox pisses this is going, audio sucks. Yikes. But I think that's what's gonna happen. I think that's what they're leading to, you guys. But that is, we're gonna end the stream, you guys. I appreciate everybody that came in and showed out tonight. I did see what you guys said in the previous polls. You guys want to see me stream more, so depending on what my schedule is looking like, I will try to stream Monday Night Raw. For sure. If I don't get to Monday Night Raw, there's still other opportunities for me to stream. I might do NXT maybe next week, especially with them having Heat Wave. And if I don't do Heat, I'm gonna stream next week. I'm not sure. I might try to stream everything next week. We'll see, depending on what my schedule's looking like. But I will be streaming next week as we head into Money in the Bank. So be on the lookout for that. If you are new, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 250 subscribers, but as well as 10K. Once I do hit 10K, I will do a giveaway. One of you lucky fans will have the opportunity to win a WWE Championship from WWE Shop. So you're going to have the opportunity to start your collection, add to your collection, whatever the case may be. Go subscribe to the channel. You can always change your mind in the future. Super kick that like button. Helps out in the algorithm, has my channel get pushed across the platform. Superman punch that post notification bell. So every time I post a new video, reaction video, rant video, or every time you know that I'm live, you can be in a loop of things when I do drop a video. Before I end, Eric says RP Paul. Yep, that man's dead. I told him not to I told him to leave, but he stayed, and that man got sent to Valhalla swiftly. But yeah, that's the end of the stream, you guys. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll see you guys for Forbidden Door on Sunday. But with that being said, have a great rest of your night, a great weekend. Let me know if you guys are gonna in the comment section down below, how did you guys enjoy SmackDown? What do you guys think some of these storylines will lead to? And ultimately, comment down below, what would you rate SmackDown? And on an AEW note, are you guys going to be watching Forbidden Door, and what's your excitement level as well? Leave it all down in the comment section down below. But with that being said, I'm going to end the stream. Hope everybody has a